Hi, my name is Pavan Sai Ravi and I'm going to present this podcast as in regards to my subject ECE 6004 where I'm going to narrate my own language experience. Language is very important in one's life as it is used to communicate with others. Communication happens mainly through oral and verbal language. According to Felios and Vocally 2014, the early childhood phase of every child is important as it lays a strong foundation on child's future learning and development. In early childhood stage, a child's literacy and academic learning are influenced by their own oral language proficiency where they can acquire the knowledge, skills, behaviors and confidence from their early years. So, early childhood settings such as home, childcare, preschool, and school should provide children with regular opportunities such as speaking and listening to improve their oral language efficiency. Home setting is the first and main setting in child's early stage as parents are the first educators. Since a birth of child, interactions with family members plays a vital role in child's communication and the journey towards competency in oral language. Verbal language is also important in child's life as it starts with daily routines such as mealtime, bedtime and shopping which provides children with the language development. Children should learn and develop their own language through a variety of sensory experiences such as touch, feel, hear, taste and see. The main place where children can go through all of those experiences is at childcare or at preschool as it is a next home for many children at their early stage. In view of Loyola, Greenberg and Colomer 2020, early childhood educators should adopt multiliteracies pedagogy and multiliterate learning environment for the children to help them in better understanding about their knowledge, society and culture. Educators should encourage children in play through speech, singing, and pointing out objects to construct their knowledge on social and natural environments by promoting the idea that children can learn the best when they make sense of their surroundings through language and sensuous and physical experiences. The environment in preschool should allow educators to develop oral language and emergent literacy skills that encourage children to learn language by their own experiences rather than being directed by educators. Coming to my experience in my childhood, I used to communicate with my family members and friends through verbal, where I used to speak in my mother tongue, that is Telugu. As far as I remember, the first song I heard is from a language where my grandmother used to sing for me to keep me asleep. She used to tell me a lot of stories where I'm very excited to listen to them. All of them are communicated in our own language. Now, in speaking more of English at my work, university, places where I go rather than our own language. Even at my home, we used to communicate only through our own language because of our parents aren't exposed to the advantages of communicating through oral language at home. Children should be also be trained with English as an additional language as it is the most accepted language in the globe. In my childhood, at my childhood settings, we used to communicate only through our own language and my parents doesn't even know about the English language and its advantages. Not only English as an additional language, the children should be made aware of advantages of speaking different languages since their early years as it helps them to communicate confidently to people wherever they go. As I grew up, I came to know the advantages of speaking in different languages. For example, in my childhood, it is very hard for me to learn Hindi language, especially and even to pass that subject because I haven't used that language until I went to school and it became so hard to adapt to that language at the time. Even now, I can't speak to that language properly. Even I faced trouble in speaking to English in my early days when I moved to Melbourne. The other main reason behind this is the school management. They instructed us to speak in English but never guided us. At the age of early childhood, I think we should need to guide children to get habituated to it or else it will be difficult for them to adapt to the changes as no one knows where the life leads them. So, in my experience, one should encourage children to get exposed to different languages, and parents should speak to them from their childhood as they can recognize to the sounds and get adopted to them as they grow up. Learning language not only improve the one's life in helps them to build confidence so that they can speak with freedom and express their feelings in front of everyone. In my life, I'm very scared to give speech presentation or to express my ideas in front of everyone. Even at times, I feel nervous to express and unable to convey my message. So, learning language from childhood helps children to grow with confidence and express their feelings, ideas, and convey their message at any stage of their life. To conclude, as a future early childhood educator, I should use school environment through multiliteracy pedagogy and learning environments that encourage children to better understand their skills to improve their language by using play.